Hello, welcome back. Remember, if I can cook it, so can you. And today I'm going to cook a delicious combination of jumbo shrimp with pork on a spinach fettuccine. Easy to prepare, very delicious, so go nowhere. Let's create. So I have about 4 or 5 pieces of jumbo shrimp, and what I did here, I put some apple cider vinegar and some white wine. I put it there just enough to cover them, almost 50-50 the amount of vinegar and wine. I have here some pork from a pork shoulder that I had left. I cut it into these pieces, and this is what I had left. I'm going to use it now. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add some salt to the shrimp, a little bit of black ground pepper. I'm going to add some smoked paprika. This is about a quarter teaspoon, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm going to add some turmeric, and I'm going to add some ginger powder. And I'm going to mix them together. See, mixing it together. Now this shrimp I already boiled it, this actual shrimp, so it's already cooked. I'm just going to recook it. It's a two-step, or it's a process cooking. So they were boiled and peeled. Now I'm going to recook them after marinating here. Now let's jump on the pork. For the pork, it's very simple. Salt. This is going to be a simple meal, by the way. Little bit of smoked paprika. You could put this in a container too and mix it together, but I'm going to go quick and dirty. Turmeric. Pretty much the same ingredients as the shrimp. Keeping similar profile taste with the shrimp and the actual pork being the difference in that profile. Of course, they are using a wine and vinegar, apple cider vinegar. So beautiful. Now comes some of the aromatics and taste, and I'm going to do that with some garlic, which I'm going to be mincing. Mince that baby. Got about 2 or 3 garlic teeth. And you do the same for the shrimp. Pork and shrimp. Adding the spices that need to be added. You mix things up a little bit for the shrimp. And then for the pork, use your hands. Mix the baby together. Wash my hands. And then you add some thyme. The most underrated, or one of the most underrated spices, and the aromatic that it brings, and the taste and the smell and the visual aspect that thyme brings to seafood and meat, pork in this case. Oh my goodness, smells delicious. So I'm going to boil some spinach fettuccine, just a handful. I had the pot at high heat. Going to put this baby there. And I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Once again, I'm not cooking a lot, just a little bit. So for the pork, you can actually use this kind of pan, but I'm going to go with the cast iron. And you're going to let it heat up for about 2 minutes. High heat. Little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to put a tiny bit of vinegar, just a tiny bit. It's going to start jumping and doing the thing. You lift it up so it's stabilized. Put it back on, and you put your pork. And what you do is you start cooking this baby. And remember, this is pork. You wanted to cook it completely. So you want to make sure that internally and externally is cooked. Move it around. Make sure both sides are cooked too. See how beautiful it's turning? And you're going to cook this until you know that it's cooked internally, externally. The time frame is going to be different depending on the stove and the heat that you're using. Could be 5 minutes. You just have to make sure it's cooked. Pasta is ready, so what you're going to do, you're going to strain it out in a container. That's simple. So for the shrimp, I have this pan, high heat. I love this one. It's a lot of space. Some extra virgin olive oil. Let it heat up. And you're going to start preparing this baby. So what I want to do first, I'm going to start with the onions, which are chopped, a little bit of onions, like tablespoon. I got about two of garlic. I'm going to marinate this baby. And I got a couple slices, 2 or 3 slices of a tomato. And I have some red bell peppers. And I'm sauteing this baby. Let me turn the heat to a couple notches above medium. And you move it for a couple minutes. Creating a saute. This stuff smells delicious, by the way. Now you have your shrimp that you marinated earlier. And first you're going to put the shrimp without the sauce. Grab them, transfer here. Remember, these shrimps were cooked before they were marinated, they were boiled. You can steam them too, jumbo shrimp. Getting that nice color. And you have the see how beautiful? And you're going to have some basil handy. And I'm talking about fresh basil leaf. You're going to have them handy because you're going to use them. Got this baby cooking. It's been about 2.5 minutes. Grab a little bit of lemon, squeeze it up. Not a lot, just a little bit. Couple squeezes. That basil that you have handy, the fresh basil, you're going to add it on the top. Take the stem out. That fresh basil, huh? And you're going to let this cook at medium heat, lower to medium, for about 2 minutes. Worst case, 3 minutes. That will thicken the sauce a little bit and make sure some of these peppers and tomatoes are a little bit more cooked. That's it. See how beautiful it is? Now it's time to put this baby together. So I already put the spinach fettuccine in. See how nice and pretty. Pork. Time to bring the shrimp. You start putting things together.